It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Pittsburgh. It's the Dolphins and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Polk. And his throw is incomplete.
That open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Party?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake. Polk. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Tolbert. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Operating from the gun. Polk. That's caught. It's Malone. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities. right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows them to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. From the gun on third down, Polk. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brewer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Throwing is Jackson. Caught by Woods. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 19. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. It's Woods, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard
Jackson
line.
from the shotgun. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. On 1st down, Polk. Open man there is Malone. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tolbert, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Going to be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Gardner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Polk. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Polk. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to bracket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, Tolbert, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now.
as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down the ball before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Jackson will throw again. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Woods, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the
Jackson.
12-yard line.
Rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. Tolbert. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Tolbert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber will drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Polk. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Polk. And this one is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So now here come the Dolphins. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Polk got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Caught by Woods. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Well, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline.
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brewer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That's a gain of 6.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime
But first,
report.
time to look
Coach.
ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Complete to Taylor on the slam. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 21. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Completes this one to Starks. That's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Polk. That's caught. It's Malone. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They run the counter. Tolbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward from the 31. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Polk. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. Polk. And he's going to go down. They get to him back
back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brewer. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Woods, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lane's running premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Miami set to take over.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Polk open man. There is Malone. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on 3rd down. Polk. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Tyson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Looking to throw on second down. Polk. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Polk. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, the punt team pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Jackson on first down. Shifts by him, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They're going to pick up there at 22.
Your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll run up. It's Woods, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught down inside the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. He finds his man, complete. It's Malone. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Polk eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Polk. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Polk. Forced out to his left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now 3rd down and very long.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here he's just forced to chuck this one away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some.
Throwing on 1st down. Polk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Polk. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Back to throw. Polk. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete. This is Starks. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Woods. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Now, that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's picking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seven yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Woods, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Option.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up. It may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The Steelers are AFC champs once again, as we say thanks for watching and good night.